What's up, guys? It's me, Dark Puma, and this is gonna be my first video on this channel. I want to talk about a little bit of myself. Um, First off, I'm kind of shy. I sometimes I'm an introvert. I don't like to be around people a lot. Sometimes I have voices in my head. I'll be thinking about so much stuff, about life. And, sometimes it feels like life is difficult and I don't know. You know, sometimes um I just think to myself like how difficult it is to connect with somebody because, sometimes I have this feeling that I want to connect with somebody, but I just don't know the right way or the right um, you know, to connect with somebody. But, you know, I want to learn, and yeah, this is a video of me talking about my experiences. I had a lot of experience, sometimes, you try to connect with somebody, you try to talk with them, try to express yourself, what you like and what you don't like. And the annoying thing is when you're talking with somebody and they they don't seem like they're interested, you can talk to somebody, but you know pour your heart out to somebody and they just, they don't care. They don't care what you're saying, you know, they seem like, of course I understand they have their own thing going in life, or maybe they're just not interested and when you realize that, it's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. But to tell the truth, with my 17 years on this earth, you know, I've learned some things. I'm 17. Yeah, I know I'm pretty young. I'm still learning stuff. You know, I'm starting to figure out what life really is. And, you know, from when I was young, I always wanted to be a YouTuber. I always wanted to post videos about my life, about gaming, vlog and stuff, But, sometimes life doesn't go the way you want it to. Sometimes things just get in the way and you realize that, that life just has another plan, And I don't know. I always thought, I'll be a famous YouTuber, and I'll live in a house with all my friends, that was, I'm sure maybe few of my audience are, my age or older or younger, I don't know. But I'm sure like for the audience that's my age or a little bit older, we all had that dream of being famous, being a YouTuber, and living in a house, a big house with all our friends, and you know, having that dream of being a YouTuber, being a famous YouTuber, and having a good life, And a part of growing up is realizing that life just has other plans, and sometimes life doesn't go the way you want it to, Life gets in the way, you know, your friends change and you start to realize that that you're not the same as your friends, we all have different thoughts, different dreams, and the older we get, the more we realize that, and you know things just change and people change. And yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to say, this is my first video, and I don't know if this is gonna get a lot of views, but I hope if it does, it hits a lot of it helps a lot of you guys, to understand more and to understand me, to see, I want to connect a lot with my community, um, definitely. And yeah, see you guys.